I got a notice in the mail that I had jury duty. Well, it was the kind of jury duty where you call in to find out if you have to actually go into the courthouse in order to be selected to sit on a jury. Well, luckily that first night I was on standby. Well, actually, I called in on Sunday and it said it was on standby. And then on Monday, I thought, I really don't want to be in suspense the whole week because then I can't make any plans. So I asked a horary. And the question I asked was, will I need to go into jury duty? In other words, go to the courthouse and be perhaps selected to sit on a jury this week. Well, here is the chart. And I'm self-employed, so I always have things that I need to do. And I really didn't want to go in this time, though I was willing to go in for a couple of days if necessary, especially because it might be interesting. And if it was interesting, well, I could do a horary about that too, but that's another video. Okay, so we will start from the beginning because I'm the person asking the question. Of course, I'm represented by the first house ruler. And we see Leo here on the ascendant. So that means I am represented by the sun. And then jury duty is a government thing. So that would be the 10th house ruler. And we see Taurus here is on the 10th cusp. So therefore, Venus represents the government. But there's something interesting going on here. The sun is ruled by Mercury, and the 10th house lord is ruled by Mercury too. Well, I go over to Mercury, and Mercury is ruled by Venus, which is the government planet. So I think that the 11th is actually jury duty or the jury. So I'm taking Mercury to represent jury duty. Well, what I need to see here is an aspect between my planet and the jury duty planet. I'm also get the co-significator, the moon, to represent me. Well, the first thing I see is that Mercury and the sun, they're in signs that are right next to each other. So they don't see each other. There's no contact between them. And then there's another type of contact that's called antitia, which is a hidden contact. And there's no antitia contact between Mercury or the sun either. So that's one testimony for no, I won't have to go in. And then if I look at the moon, well, the moon here is at 28 degrees. So it's past an aspect to Mercury. That happened in the past. Plus, the moon is not going to make an aspect or make contact with any of the other planets before it changes signs, except for Neptune, because the moon is at 28 degrees, Neptune is at 29 degrees. They're 3 signs away from each other, which would be a sextile aspect. So technically, the moon will make contact with Neptune before it changes signs, but Neptune in this case is not relevant. Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, they don't rule signs and they don't rule houses in traditional Western horary. So we ignore Neptune here. And the moon not making an aspect to any relevant planet before it changes signs means that it is void on course. So nothing changes. I stay on standby. And that's what happened. Come Thursday night, I checked in on online, put in my badge number, my zip code, and it said, you're no longer required. So I was done with my jury duty, which turned out to be just calling in or checking in on the website all during the week. So I hope you enjoyed this and you learned something. If you did, would you please hit like for me so I know that you want more of these? And until next time, thank you for watching.